What's crack-a-lackin' Gaming Nation? This is John the Gamer64 coming at you with a new video. And for today's video, I'll be showing you the fruits of my labor with my little, I guess you could call it John the Gamer64's Marvel mod. Well, at least as far as the decorations go, most of it's Marvel related. But anywho, yeah, just want to show it off, man. It's finally completed. Pretty happy. I did have to wait for a couple items in order to complete it, but now it's finally done, and I'm glad to say I'm pleased with the results. So we're going to go ahead and show it off, go from there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and display the player decks first. So we'll start with the player 1 side here. So as usual with the mods, especially the Arcade1Ups, I always purchase those LED kits or LED button kits from DIY or RetroArcade.com, and they go around I think like 40 to 50 bucks. It's a pretty good deal, it really is, man. Especially if you don't want those LED kits where you have no soldering experience and you don't want to mess with the wiring and all that. Because I don't know, for me, like I have no experience with soldering, so that's why I wouldn't mess with those kind of kits, particularly. But yeah, I've been pleased with these kits, man. They're pretty good quality. I remember I think I installed one for the Marvel countercade that I have. And then I also did one for the very first Arcade1Up I owned, which was the Mortal Kombat Wave 1 edition. And I was pretty pleased with those LED buttons, man. I like how these are outward buttons instead of the concave buttons. But yeah, so match the color scheme. 2 blue, 2 green, 2 red. And then 1 yellow for the start button. And then of course for the stick, we got the LED blue translucent bar top. And yeah, I freaking love these, man. Just something about translucent, like colored items that I just love so much. I can thank the 90s and like Nintendo C4 for that. Well, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. Like these are interchangeable too. So if you wanted to get like a ball top instead of a bar top, or a bat top, excuse me, then you most certainly can. So it's pretty nice. And then for the fancy dust cover, we've got the X-Men logo, the black and red variation. And I think I also got the same one on the Marvel countercade. I think the other one I have like a Street Fighter as well, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. And then also got the 5-pound spring and the octagonal gate, because I think octagonal gates work best with Capcom fighters, in my opinion. But it's all a matter of preference, really. But anyways, yeah. So that is player 1. Alright, and here we are with player 2 deck side here. So, got the same color buttons. Nothing really changed over here as far as that goes. So, the only main difference is the dust cover. So, got Spider-Man. And I feel like since he's in the good majority of these games on the cocktail table here, that he needs some representation, man. Spider-Man doesn't get enough love over here. Even though I am a huge X-Men fan, and you're going to see that on the top part of the cocktail table. So, yep, just had to rep my boy Spidey on this side. Because I think like there's 8 games on here, and he's in a good majority of them. So, yeah, I gotta represent my boy Spidey for sure. So we'll go ahead and display the top. Alright, onto the top of the cocktail table here. We're gonna go over the plexiglass portion first. So one of the things that really kind of not really bothered me, but just kind of felt it was so plain, was the whole aluminum tread plate rice grain design of the cocktail table. I'm like, I get it. I mean, I guess for fighting games, yeah, it's so tough and, you know, whatnot. Oh no, I think if you're gonna represent Marvel and Capcom, you need a little more flair than that, dude. So what I decided to do with the plexiglass part, since you can put stuff under the plexiglass and actually remove it, I decided to put, you know, Chromium, Marvel, X-Men stickers, or not stickers, cards, excuse me, as well as like other Marvel trading cards. And this one was a sticker, a holographic sticker I got made of the X-Men Trilogy Atom arcade poster. So I'm like, oh, this would definitely fit well on here. But yeah, so here's some of the X-Men Fleer Chromium cards. I think this is the 96, if I'm not mistaken. Because I used to have these as a kid, man, but then, our cards got stolen, along with our, like, basketball cards and stuff, back in the day. I don't know, someone just, like, stole our shit one day. It sucked, because, I really love these cards, but, especially, I think, this year, or I think a little closer to last year, I started collecting these again. So I am very excited to have them again. So, that's why I'm trying to, like, collect them and whatnot. Okay. Anyways, I got Juggy, Juggernauts, Rogue. And then, I think that's from the 95 Fleer. Oh, Iceman, yeah. So, 95 Fleer Iceman. Very cool card. And then I definitely had to have this one since the Punisher arcade game is on this table. And the final boss is Kingpin, so I think it was just a fitting card. Would have been cooler if it was Chromium, but, that wasn't the case. So, alright, and moving along. I also got Colossus. Pretty badass. And then from the Fatal Attraction storyline of the X-Men comics, the one where Magneto rips out Wolverine's adamantium. Got that card. But yeah, of course, some of the Minimates are standing on it. But it's kind of cool because for the Minimates, I use like the clear stands, so you can still see it, and you can actually, pop off the little figures if you really want to see the full card. But yeah, it's not really a big deal on that part. Plus, a lot of these are extras that I bought off eBay, because some of them I got in lots at a pretty cheap deal, and like the cheapest ones were probably like between $2 and $3. Well, it was totally worth it for this project, man. But yeah, I freaking loved it. And then the cool Metal Blaster Captain America here, or is it Flair Marvel Annual? Alrighty, folks, and we are on the other side of the Player 2 deck here, on the plexiglass, and got this badass Goki Akuma sticker. So this was actually a painting that, actually it was a blacklight painting that I did, that I got made into a holographic sticker through a Sticker Mule. So, gotta have some Capcom representation on the table, even though a good majority of the games are, Marvel related. But yeah, freaking love it. And then we gotta have our girl Spiral. Freaking loved her in Children of the Atom. Of course she needs a representation, bro. So I think she wasn't represented again until like MVC2. So, and had to have this badass Sentinel card. Even though, well, no, he's in Children of the Atom and Mutant Apocalypse. So, yeah, guys, it's got fair representation on this table. So, moving on, got Storm, and we got this badass Wolverine card. I think that's the Marvel Metal. The other one's the X-Men 95 Fleer Chromium. And then we got our boy Gambit. Freaking loved it. And a Sabretooth. I was hoping to find like his Minimate for cheap, but I wasn't willing to pay like $10 just for him. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then of course we got our boy Thanos, final boss of Marvel Superheroes. Alright, now we are on the player 1 side. Alright, so start off with Cyclops, Chromium card. Very nice. We go with the Omega Red. And then more Marvel representation, not just X-Men. As you can tell, I'm a huge X-Men fan from all the X-Men cards you'll be seeing here. So we got Cap, Marvel Metal, and Hulk. And moving along, we got War Machine, since he is in Marvel's Capcom 1. And of course, more Punisher rap here. Because man, I love his freaking game on this table. Plus, he was on the Marvel Countercade as well, so pretty excited about that. And then we got the Magneto and Apocalypse, who is the final boss of X-Men vs. Street Fighter. But yeah, so those are the cards on the right side of player 1. Now on to player 2. Okay. Or no, not player 2, I mean the second side of the player 1. Plexiglass. But anyways, yes, so we got Silver Samurai. I liked playing with him in Children of the Atom. Freaking cool. And then, of course, my favorite X-Girl, or X-Woman, Psylocke. Freaking love her, dude. Love her in Marvel Superheroes, love her in Marvel's Capcom 2. Love her in just regular Marvel superheroes here. And then, of course, she's in Children of the Atom. Yep. And then we got Iron Man. And more Spidey representation here. Alright, and then we got another Iceman card. So this was in Chromium. And this was, yeah, so part of the X-Men Chromium 96 series. So this is the Wolverine timeline. So I think that's the one where, like, Wolverine and Captain America, like, work together. And I guess they fought in World War II together, apparently. Which is pretty neat. And we got this sick-ass Magneto card. Another cool Chromium one. And we got Beast. Your boy. Like Wolverine's like, I'm sorry, bub. Didn't mean to step on your face. He just put me here. Like I said, they're all removable, so if you ever wanted to see the full card, you could. And that's why I have like the clear stands. Okay, so that's going to lead us into the Minimates. So, yeah. Alright. And the Minimates. So for this one, I want to do something pretty cool. Almost like they're like clashing at each other type positioning. So, you know, on the left side you got... Well, it's not really in order. It's not MVC versus Capcom because, you know, for Capcom I only got like 2 characters and the rest are pretty much Marvel. But kind of got the idea of like... kind of like X-Men, the anime series in the intro, when they show like the characters about to clash with each other. And then kind of made me think of that one level in Mortal Kombat 1 that has like the Hall of Heroes, you know, with all the statues of every fighter. So, it's kind of the idea I had with this. Alright, so let's go ahead and introduce the Minimates. Alright, so first Minimate we got is Akuma Goki. Kind of positioning him to be like doing his Tatsumaki girl kick. So yeah, that worked out nicely. I was pretty happy that I had him originally, so I didn't have to like buy another Minimate of him. So thank God for that. So pretty neat. Alright, and next we got is Wolverine. The 90s Wolverine that everyone knows and loves. With his yellow spandex and blue color scheme. Very cool. Plus, he is in a good majority of all these games, so I'm like, yeah, we need Wolverine representation, man. Alright. And next we got is Frank Castle, aka Punisher. And he has his... That was an M16, I want to say. Yeah. M16, he has a little knife. Again, man, if you haven't played the Punisher arcade game, freaking awesome beat 'em up, man. You gotta play it. Definitely highly recommend it. Alright, so next we got is Onslaught. How to get him, of course, because he's like the final boss of Marvel's Capcom, so... Yeah, definitely happy to have this one. I actually bought him from a lot. It was like, remember what particular ones? There was like the Centurion character, some other character named Zamo. I wasn't familiar with the others, Then there was also like a cyborg Spider-Man and some other chick with like pink hair called like Birdsong or Songbird or something like that. But I only got it for him mainly. Oh, and it was like a 2-pack, so he also came with like the Blue Flame Ghost Rider. Okay, and moving on. So, okay, so I couldn't get my hands on on the original animated Spider-Man, or the the original Amazing Spider-Man, I want to say, because I guess this one's from the riots that he was involved in one of his comics. So yeah, here's him unmasked and all beat up, and his outfit's a little darker, so it's like a darker blue, darker red, whatnot. So yeah, that's the best I could do with Spider-Man. So, and then because we got the Juggernaut, bitch. So this was another one that I had in storage and just fetched him out. So glad I still had him and didn't have to like rebuy him. So very cool. Alright, so let's go on to the second half. Alright, and next we have is Spiral. And she is totally badass, man. Like, I loved her in Children of the Atom, and also loved her in the animated X-Men animated series. Even though, she was Mojo's lackey, she was just a really badass character, and she had the coolest super in Children of the Atom, where she like transforms into every character and just beats the hell out of them. Like, I freaking love her, man. Teleporting, her 6 arms, using her sword dances. Like, she's a badass character. Like, I think she could be like Shiva in Mortal Kombat for sure. Alright, and then we got Captain America. Bought him off eBay for like a couple bucks, but fortunately he didn't come with the shield, but you gotta make do. So, yep. And of course we've got Magneto. He was another one that I had in storage. I was happy that I still had him. So, hooray for Magneto. Alright, and next up we have is Evil Ryu. So as far as I know, I mean, like, still Ryu, so he's the second Capcom representative here on the table. I don't know, I thought I had a Chun-Li and a Bison somewhere, but I don't know. Couldn't find him. But I know I did have them, but I was like, you know what? I'll just make do with Evil Ryu. Plus in MVC1 you can switch movesets. So instead of his standard set, you can switch to Evil Ryu or Ken. Who else? I think there was a third one, but I can't remember it right now. I'm like, yep, it's badass. Alright, and then we got Cyclops. I think that's, could be wrong, but the Ultimate X-Men variant. Could be wrong, so sorry if I butcher that, but this is the only one that's kind of closest to the 90s one. Or I guess like the X-Men Animated Series one. But yeah, still got Cyclops, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, and next mini-mate we have, or the last mini-mate is Colossus. And I think it was just fitting that I had him on the other side of the screen, like charging towards Juggernaut, since Deadpool 2. But yeah, man. Okay. Alrighty, folks. So that concludes my little Marvel project on my Arcade1Up Marvel Cocktail Table. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching this. But yeah, man. Freaking love it. Alright, folks, so thank you all for watching. So until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease. Yeah, boy.